We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Happiness depends upon ourselves. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. The worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. To be conscious of being, you need to reclaim consciousness from the mind. Friendship is a single soul dwelling in two bodies. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. No great mind has ever existed without some degree of anger, but it is the mark of a truly great man to master it. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. A true friend is one soul in two bodies. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. Those who know, do. Those that understand, teach. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. Hope is a waking dream. The more you know you don't know. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Nature does nothing in vain. The whole is more than the sum of its parts. The aim of the wise is not to secure pleasure, but to avoid pain. It is the quality of the knowledge, not the quantity, that counts. The soul never thinks without an image. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. The law is reason, free from passion. What we have to learn to do, we learn by doing. We become just by doing just acts, temperate by doing temperate acts, brave by doing brave acts. Man is by nature a political animal. He who has overcome his fears will truly be free. To perceive is to suffer. It is not enough to win a war, it is more important to organize the peace. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living from the dead. The wise man does not expose himself needlessly to danger, since there are few things for which he cares sufficiently, but he is willing, in great crises, to give even his life, knowing that under certain conditions it is not worth living. It is not once nor twice but times without number that the same ideas make their appearance in the world. The only way to avoid criticism is to do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. What lies in our power to do, lies in our power not to do. All human beings by nature desire to know. The beginning is half of the whole. The wise speak only of what they know. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit. It is not easy to be a philosopher, and to be a philosopher is not merely to have subtle thoughts, nor even to found a school, but so to love wisdom as to live according to its dictates, a life of simplicity, independence, magnanimity, and trust. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. To avoid criticism, say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. The greatest virtues are those which are most useful to other persons. All paid jobs absorb and degrade the mind. There is no great genius without some form of madness. The worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. The ultimate value of life depends upon awareness and the power of contemplation rather than upon mere survival.